What up, Texans fans, Bayou City boys? We're here doing some different stuff for you. We got to add in more content for you. So we're going to debate and talk about where does CJ Stroud and Tank Dell rank amongst the quarterback
Quarterback
receivers?
receiver combos? That's a
Yep.
good
You,
question to have.
it is.
I mean,
I'm glad that these are the kind of conversations we finally get to have.
it feels good.
Yeah.
It does feel good.
I
All
mean,
right, let's eliminate the ones that they're not better than.
okay.
That'll be easy, right? So he's not better than Tua and Reek.
Yeah.
I can respect that. Yeah.
Not better than Burrow and Chase.
I can respect that.
Not better than Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs.
I can
Yeah.
respect that.
Do you take Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown over them?
As of right now, probably yes.
I agree.
Yeah. Do you take Dak Prescott and CD Lamb?
See, I don't. Not
I
even
don't
because I'm
know.
a Cowboy hater, because like Dak's not dependent on him. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like he doesn't favor him, and I don't think CD is the kind of receiver that's that eager to go do the extra work to get open. To bail, you know what I'm saying? Like he's just really good at what he does.
Yep.
True.
Even though I'm not saying that we're better than those two, I'm just saying that we're not. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
think they're a better team, a duo than CD and Dak.
I I could see that for sure. I mean, it's you look at how much CJ uses Tank Dell in the offense and how their connection is right now. It's just
Hmm.
like, I
It's not a apples for apples comparison, but are they better than Mahomes and Kelsey? No.
no. What about Lamar and Mark Andrews when healthy?
I think that CJ and Tank are better than them
I think they are too.
And
because
that,
Tank just gets open, and like I think that Mark Andrews he is what a tight end should be, a bailout, and Lamar always knows where he's at.
and that's a tough one because a lot of people will say like the peanut butter jelly reference with them too, but it's like, I mean, you look at what CJ and Tank have done. I mean, shit, if you want to call yourself peanut butter and jelly, well then that's fine. He's a well,
I
fucking
mean,
brisket to fucking chicken.
considering he's hurt, do you throw Justin Jefferson and Kirk Cousins in there?
I, I
Like
wouldn't.
just
Uh
considering Kurt wasn't hurt and they were still a duo, like I think that duo is better as of like now than what Stroud and Tank are
Yeah,
through 12
I
games.
could put them above them for now.
But I think that CJ Stroud and Tank Dell's like the way that they work together and what they've done in a short amount of time is very comparable to a combination like Justin Herbert and Mike Williams when they're healthy. Because he uses the shit out of him, and I was like, I see a lot of that in Tank Dell and CJ.
Yeah, I can see that. All right, what
trying to
about?
think of like, do you rank them higher than Justin Herbert and Keenan Allen?
Yes, because when Mike Williams is on the field, then Keenan Allen don't get shit.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like Mike Williams is the number one. Like you can't say Gino and anybody.
Yeah,
You're
no,
not
no,
Justin
no.
partial to
Fields and
anybody.
DJ Moore. Not just
Oh yeah, we're way better than that.
Jordan Love and Christian Watts today.
I think everyone's better than that. Uh
But then you have players like Olave who don't really, he don't have that quarterback combination. Mike Evans don't have the quarterback combination. You know what I mean? Good
Yeah,
players, decent quarterbacks, but it's just not the same kind of cohesiveness that Tank and CJ have. But a lot of the other guys do. And I think it's going to be all it's going to take is a little bit of achievement for CJ and Tank to like really be up there.
where where would y'all rank barring injury? Like, do you have them over Anthony Richardson and Michael Pittman?
For sure.
yeah.
Because I mean, that was like the duo that of like the first 3 weeks and
Mm-hmm.
everything. Bryce Young and Adam Thielen, like it
Like I'm
was.
not saying they would have been a bad combination. I'm just saying like I don't know that they could have been what I believe CJ and Tank are gonna be. Like
Yeah,
it's just destined to be that CJ Stroud is playing all world football as a rookie and he specifically asked for Tank Dell. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a good ass movie story. It's just
Mm-hmm.
meant to be. All it's gonna take is a little bit of more time together. And then I think they will be recognized as one of the best duos in the league. And if they do it for a while, maybe ever.
Yeah. And that's not us being Texans biased. That's just calling it like you see it. Yeah.
I mean, we
It's funny to me. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no, I was just saying we said there was duos above them. I mean, we're paying the
Yeah.
respect to those guys that
It's
have been
funny
doing
to
it.
me because like I look at like Burrow and Chase, AJ and Hurts, like the ones that we say, like Tyreek and Tua. It's like those guys are their obvious number ones, but they do it in a way that's kind of weird. Like in the sense, like you're taking the top off the field, you're doing that. Obviously, Tank could do that to an extent, but the feeling that I get in how Tank plays to help Stroud, it reminds me a lot of like a Brady and Welker or Brady and Edelman. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not just the dude who's I'm gonna chunk this bitch up the field to. It's like he's gonna run his routes. He's gonna be open in front of me. He's gonna be open over here. He's gonna be open over there, and he's gonna bail me out anytime I need him. And I think that's a combination that you win championships with.
There there was a picture I saw, and there was people comparing it to like Peyton Manning and like Reggie Wayne and Peyton Manning and like Ty back like, and I was like, I ain't gonna lie, like I like that.
Just you know how I get about football. Like I watch
Yeah,
that shit like weirdly. Like the way that Tank Dell plays football, and he's the way he's able to just bail his quarterback out. It reminds me of like a Santonio Holmes. It's like just when you thought the play was dead, it's like this motherfucker found that 2 inches of grass to tap his toe on and catch the ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what that it reminds me of. I like it.
Yeah. I'm stoked about it because, like I said, it's all bias aside. Like it's cool to see somebody have that connection immediately, like they have.
because we didn't think they were. We thought Nico Collins would probably have it with him, which it looked like that way. Noah Brown's had some flashes, but when you really watch Texans games, you see CJ and Tank. It's just that connection, and it's what CJ basically talked about earlier in the season. What Tom Brady told him: "Hey, your receivers, you take care of them. O line take care of them. They're gonna all take care of you." Like, and so
The rest of the damn locker room, the wide receiver room, and I'm not knocking like Mechie and Xavier who don't get their snaps, but like Nico Collins and Robert Woods and Noah Brown, as good as they've done this year because they've had some monster games, they should be kind of grateful for Tank showing out like that because he took a shit ton of pressure off of them.
Yeah.
Because like if you look at all of them, like, aside from Noah Brown, you could critique them because it's like, yeah, you had a good game, two good games, but what about the four in between that? You know what I mean? But Tank Dell's there, and he takes the pressure off of like who's supposed to be the guy, the number one, and it just works. We went from like the shittiest wide receiver room supposedly to one of the best, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, when it works, and it's a good thing to have. We all see Tank as a wide receiver one, so this debate was justified for sure. And I know there's going to be people that bring in the comments like, "Oh, Jared Goff and St. Brown and all these others," but when you like you said earlier in the video, when you look at what the level the quarterback's playing and the level
Mm-hmm.
that the receiver's playing, there's just different levels to it. And I mean, what about like Matthew Stafford and Cooper Cup? You have,
I like that combination. It kind of is similar to that. It really is. It's that's a good comparison. It's
I was
similar
thinking
to
of like
that.
other ones. I was like, who else is like? Because I mean,
Well, it sure as fuck ain't like Levis and Hopkins.
Yeah. That was
Like
one
in
game and
theory,
it never happened again.
there should be a good connection between like Trevor Lawrence and Ridley, but I don't see it.
not at all. It sadly it's weird that it's more like Evan Ingram or Christian Kirk, and Ridley's like a one of those like starters on your truck that doesn't want to start and somehow just starts at some point. Like it's weird. I mean, there's a lot of people like there's receivers that are good. Like you could literally throw Pickens and Deontay with fucking Kenny Pickett, and I would still wouldn't pick him.
Yeah, boy, you ain't never lie.
I mean, people are gonna be like Deshaun Watson and Amari Cooper. Get the
I
hell out
would
of here.
take CJ and Tank over them all day long, and that's not even being biased. It's like they just work together. You have a quarterback who comes from a college where he's used to throwing receivers open because they run such precise routes. Well, guess what? He got him a receiver who runs precise fucking routes. I said it like 2 weeks in a row. Tank Dell has the best feet that ever wore a Houston Texans jersey. Nobody can do what he can do.
Nah, agreed. I'm good with that.
Do you guys? I have one more comparison. I think it's actually way better than like the Texans is better than them. Brock Purdy and Brandon Ayuk.
I was thinking of that if I could put.
No, yeah, they're better. Because Purdy, that's such a system they run over there.
Yeah.
Like, if you fucking put another good receiver who has speed on that team, I think he could do just as much with them.
Yeah.
It's just Ayuk's like, I just think Debo's not a real receiver. He's an athlete, so that's why they rely on Ayuk more. But I mean, they're a good team. I'm not trying to knock them, but they just when we compare them, it's like it's that cohesiveness. It's that like we're a team. We're together. Like we wouldn't fit anywhere else but with each other. You know what I mean? Like this shit's not gonna work unless we make it. And it is what it is. They say, "What's our style of play?" CJ with the ball in his hand,
pretty much,
and a tank on the field.
So we've already said CJ has that factor of that it thing that Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Pat Mahomes, like Jalen Hurts seems to have it right now. Like you don't want to give them any time. Give them time, they're gonna hurt you.
I mean, think about it, bro. We lost a game 2 days ago to Jacksonville by 1 foot, and there was about 85 yards of catches that they took from Tank Dell.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
They got it. We'll show out for about the next 5 or 6 years. The rest of the league should be fucking scared.
Trevor Lawrence said it, and I mean, he was like, "I don't want to see. We gotta see them 2 times a year. Like, it's gonna be fun, but I'd rather our division sucks." So it's funny but Texas fans enjoy the duo. It is fun to watch. Stay healthy, you guys, because we are enjoying it as fans. Let us know in the comments where you think they rank in comparison to other duos. I'm sure there's going to be some people that said we got it 100% wrong and they're the best duo ever in football ever.
Ever?
Yeah.
And then there's going to be people that say that we're completely wrong and they suck and they're just lucky.
Yeah.
They're going to be people like, what about Jimmy Garoppolo and Devontae Adams?
I'm sure
somebody will come in. Jimmy, I haven't played in 4 weeks, Garoppolo.
What about Russell Wilson and Jerry Jeudy?
Oh, gosh.
I'd rather argue Russell Wilson and Cortland Sutton.
Are y'all retarded? Y'all forgot Lamar Jackson and Odell.
Oh, we said Lamar Jackson and Mark Andrews.
How dare y'all bring up this list and not mention Daniel Jones and Jalen Hyatt?
That's true. We did forget Zach Wilson and Garrett Wilson. So, I mean...
There's a strong possibility, though, when they get Aaron Rodgers back, though, Garrett Wilson and Aaron Rodgers could be something.
True. We did forget Sam Howell and Scary Terry. Hey, Kyler Murray.
I was thinking about them, but I don't think Scary Terry could be the guy on that team.
I don't think you can either. We pretty much talk. I mean, the only team we didn't even bring up is the Falcons, and there's plenty of reasons.
Thought about it. You said the Panthers, but I don't think anybody mentioned anything about them.
I threw the Panthers in there because after that win of the Texans, Panther fans were like rejoicing that they got the better.
I mean, but that's the thing is like those I'm not saying you're a bad team, you have bad receivers, bad quarterback, but there's just not. We don't see it. The connect. That's like Seattle. Like Geno can play, DK can play, Lockett can play, and Jackson Smith-Njigba can play, but there's just a disconnect there. From the outside looking in. But we got it.
Yep.
Houston, Texans.
We got the full connect.
It's going to be fun. Enjoy these games. You made it to this point. Like, subscribe to the network. Bayou City Boys. We got you covered on all Houston, Rockets, Texans, Astros, and everything in between. Check out our merch in the shops. Check out our shorts. You can join us for fantasy. You can join us for all types of different things we're going to be having coming up. Much love, Houston. Stay warm. We are out of here.
Later.
How much I'm working for this? I swear my dreams are too important.